Yeah, none of that.
Okay.
This is one program.
Okay.
You want to go on?
Gentlemen, are we ready?
Ready when you.
Okay. And you are?
Tom Lemons?
Tom Levin? You got a card?
Yeah. Oh, I
I
think I
think
did.
you do you with, that's all.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I don't have any, no, okay, yeah. I don't.
Tom Levin.
Lemons.
Lemons.
Lemons, yep.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. George McDermott with SecretJustice.com. I'm down here today on behalf of the We the People Family Preservation Rally 2011. We're here at the Rayburn House Office Building, the Gold Room, giving a presentation on educational panel to enlighten the members of the U.S. House of Representatives as to what's going on in our nation's family units, our judicial units, and our administrative units that is destroying the fabric of this great nation. Today we're going to start off, we have 4 panelists here and more to come. And today we're going to start off, we've got Tom Levins, Kalami Jafavi, owner of software engineering company and a former adjunct professor for Southwestern University. We've got David Carvin with Stop Child Abuse for Profit, and Brian Long, who will be our first 4 panelists today. So, without other panelists will come up later. Without any further ado, I'm going to turn it over to Brian. I'm going to turn it over to Tom and Levin, and he will start us off. Each panelist will be given 20 minutes, including wrap-up time. So, Tom, pleasure to have you here today.
Thank you.
No pleasure.
Hi, my name is Tom Lemons. I'm the founder of FalseDVIReports.com. It's an organization in Florida that I founded about a year and a half ago to bring some services, support for men, basically men in the area that have been falsely accused of domestic violence. And it's obviously through this time period of putting this together, it's been difficult. The funding is very shallow, if any at all. There are no resources for men in Florida, obviously probably across the country that I've discovered. And today I just want to do a short speech for you, having a presentation, and also want to let you know that I did complete a documentary recently on domestic violence injunctions called DVI, The Inside Story. And it will be available in the next couple of months. It's, right now I'm just going to have it available on DVD. If you would like a copy of that, you can go to my website, www.falsedvireports.com for more information on that. Thomas Jefferson, our 3rd President of the United States, also the author of the Declaration of Independence, wrote, "Equal rights for all, special privileges for none." Unfortunately, in this country, we run into that again. I recently conducted a Google search on the internet that said, I typed in domestic violence, men's shelters, Florida. I guess that computer didn't compute the request because it came back and asked me, did you mean women's shelters? It's another one of those things you run into that lets you know that men's rights are being violated in this country. You're an Indian, therefore you're a savage and a drunk. You're Jewish, therefore you're rich and greedy. You're African American, therefore you must be a criminal. You're a woman, therefore you're the weaker sex. Now, you're a man, therefore you are inherently abusive. American Indians were slaughtered and kicked off their land. Jews were murdered by the millions by an evil dictator. African Americans were enslaved, tortured, and murdered in this country. Women had been denied equal rights, across the board since the dawn of time. And only in this century have they become equally accepted among men. Are we going to let that vicious circle of hatred and inequality rear its ugly head again with the rights of fathers and men in this country? Aren't we all equal in the eyes of our forefathers? Should one family member have more rights and protection over another just because of their race, religion, or gender? This country is on a slippery slope and is destroying the foundation of the American family. We are slowly and methodically dissolving the sanctity of marriage. We are devaluing the existence of man. Can we stop it? Yes. We are resilient and we are resolute. We are the greatest country on earth. We are pioneers and we are problem solvers. We are the leaders of the free world. We must always confront unjust laws and practices with protest and perseverance. Eventually, we recognize our mistakes, and as a people, we accept accountability and evoke change. We are there again, at a crossroad where a segment of society is being demonized and oppressed by an unjust law. Across America, we are vilifying men with inaccurate statistics and assertion that they are 95% more likely to abuse than a woman. This is unequivocally false, and this rhetoric is reminiscent of the propaganda used by Hitler to convince his followers of the evils of Jewish people. Is this the general consensus of women? No. Most women I speak to are appalled by what I present to them. It's a small segment of special interest groups that have gained political control over our legislators, holding over their heads the threat of losing voter support if they do not uphold the unconstitutional foundation of the Violence Against Women Act. This is the core of the problem. A domestic violence injunction is only one area of concern out of many in this war, or in the war that has been declared against men and families in this country. Its intentions are seemingly good, but they are being used more often than not to hurt people rather than to protect. Change must occur at the top before people can once again trust and depend on a system of justice that was built on equality. And that's why I'm here today. Change must happen to bring equality back to all people in America. Black, white, male, female, it doesn't matter. We all deserve the same protections, the same services, and the same rights as anyone else in America. And we failed at that on the level of domestic violence issues in this country. There is no funding available for men's groups, services, counseling, shelters, anything that I've found, at least in my state, the state of Florida. This has to change. And I think this group of people here, and together with different organizations, that we can make that change occur. Thank you.